This was me in a bag. These are two 40-pound bags of dog food. The first bag I'm gonna put up here, I know, was me when I won the NuChallenge. That was in 90 days. And I've been at 9 months so far, and I've lost 83 pounds. This is the other part. I've got 17 pounds more to go to reach my goal of 100. I started as I was getting on a plane last May, and I couldn't get the seatbelt to buckle. It's probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever had to happen. In fact, I was almost in tears as well as hyperventilating trying to get that buckle to go on. So I made up my mind when I got back, I would find something. I was going to go on a diet. I worked with Cam Burton in the back at her salon, Pampered. You know, she already had the product in there, so it's kind of up there underneath my nose, like, okay, this is it. This will be it. So I started, and actually I only probably purchased about 5 packets that time before I actually got all into it. And I took it 1 packet, 1 day, and 1 pound at a time. It's the best way because if you look at the big picture, you get overwhelmed and you just, sometimes we don't do it. With a hairdresser, you have horrible eating habits anyways. When I would finish 7 at night, my biggest reward was to go eat. And that's probably the worst thing I could have done. Now it's go home and have a packet, because I feel better. I really got on a fast track though with it. I did 1 in the morning for breakfast, and I would do 1 in the evening. I would just make up a blender and keep it in the refrigerator. It's the easiest thing for me to do. And by doing that, when I got home, it was ready, because you know, when you get home from work, usually it's the reward of going to the cabinet, get something out, eat something. Well, I'd get in the refrigerator, get the blender out, and drink something. And it just started coming off. It got real easy. And it actually got to a point it was a no-brainer. I'd pack my lunches, and when I say lunches, I still had 3 lunches a day. I'd have chicken, all the green vegetables I wanted. It was so easy, and it did start rolling off. And I went through a cruise, I've been to Vegas, and I went through the holidays and still lost weight through all this. You know? Surprisingly, I still can't think that I did. I still don't think myself as small or smaller. I had a 46 waist, a 3X shirt, and a 12 shoe. I now wear a large shirt, a 34 waist, and a 11 shoe. Last time we were on a plane, I actually took a picture of myself with a seatbelt buckled. You know, he's obviously surprised, kind of like, I even still have webbing left over, I can pull this. But, you know, it's been great. It's been so easy. Would anyone like to ask me anything about this? I'm still excited about it.
I just think what's so awesome is that because you are your own testimony and your walking testimony, how it has created such a buzz in Hickory, North Carolina. We even had something put in the paper congratulating Alan with a $1,000 check, and people were going, "No, what is this? Where do you get this?"
You get women in the chair, they don't want to talk about heroin, they want to talk about fat. It's hard to have a consultation with somebody. I talked to the doctor there last night. He said, "What's probably been the biggest change you've seen since you've lost this?" I said, "My attitude." Wow. You become more confident. A lot more confident. You're happier. You're flat out happier. I mean, I can't say anything else, but it's just so easy. And that's why I always encourage the clients when I'm starting them to do this. Try 1 packet. Try 1 pound, try 1 day. Yes.
Alan, I have a question for you. At the end of the day, when we finish, would you see Alex back here?
Absolutely.
And give him 1 minute condensed
Sure.
of the seatbelt on the airplane, your before sizes and weights, after sizes and weights, your feeling of attitude and confidence, all in one minute. Can you do that?
Certainly.
All right.
Certainly.
Good.
One of these bags, I'll tell you, when I went to purchase these today, it honestly was a chore to get these in the car. I mean, 20-pound bags, like one was over my shoulder, the other was behind me. I was wrestling with the buggy. I think all that into you at one point, just trying to get groceries out of the buggy. You know what? You're always winded. You're always out of breath. My energy level is over the top. When I hit that slide every morning, pounding out, I'm like energy coming through there. Like, woohoo! Yeah.
Sure.
Let me just say that. I was just going to say that exact same thing. When Alan was so much heavier, 80 pounds ago, because our salon's small, and he walks past me all the time, and his feet would drag. He would move so slow. He walked so slow.
You're right about that with the feet dragging.
Yeah, he
I've
walked so
shuffled.
slow, and he was just always so tired and sluggish. And now he's like zipping all over the place, and I'll say to my clients, "Oh my gosh, he's moving so much faster now." And they're like, "I know," because they noticed it too. And every single day, don't we? We tag team it.
We're always
talking about
selling
the
it.
shakes. I mean, just yesterday.
Yesterday we sent out 3 clients with shake packages.
Yeah, because he starts talking about his chair, and I'm over there, close to him, and I hear him, and I'm interjecting something, and cabinet opens, and out come the packets or the cases. So
Along with
very,
it,
very
so
proud of
the
that.
bloat left, my face cleared up, my puffiness left my eyes because of the diet I was having. Made a big difference in that. But yes,
So the visualization, carrying those two, is immense.
it is.
And when you do that, when you go
I get here in
ahead,
between that with you, and you add this all back into me, it was horrendous. It was horrendous.
so when you do that testimonial, maybe you want to show people that because that's incredible. So
You know,
thank you
we
very much.
probably just need to leave you sitting in the salon on each side of my chair. It literally sells itself though.
Better brand though.
Yeah, these ladies here were looking at this dog food earlier. I said, I think they think this is part of the program now because they were like, they were just having some kind of fit on. And I thought, no, this is my example. It's the best thing I found is an example. You know what it is a lot of ways. You just don't realize it. And not everyone is this much overweight, but just to take 20 pounds off, yes.
I just wanted to say, I met you last night. I don't know if you remember me.
I do.
That one that was doing the charity.
Yes, yes.
By the way, it's raised $3,200 for leukemia.
Awesome.
And I thought about you, and I was like, you should have came because my friends would, if they heard your story, because I stole the microphone, I got bored. I was like, this is boring. I stole the microphone. I thought about you. I was like, I don't remember his name, but remember I invited you?
Right.
I was like,
Yeah, we talked for a
grab
while.
this microphone and be like, I've lost, you know what I mean? Like, this is my story. And like, I thought you were really inspirational, and I didn't even know your story.
Yeah.
I could just tell by your energy.
I'm getting more excited about losing the 17 pounds than the 83 I've lost. It's so close to the reach, and you know what? It's easy. I'm back to just 1 packet the other day, and I usually have it for my dinner though, because as we go home, we're going to reward ourselves again, and we're going to overeat by doing that. So if I have that packet, I'm pretty happy with that, with the banana and ice and with chocolate. It's really good. So yes.
Ellen, no success comes without struggle. What are some of the struggles that you encountered during your weight loss, and what would you suggest to encourage someone that's taking that journey right now?
The struggle was the big picture, knowing that you were that far overweight. That's why if you will just focus in on just 1 pound, if you achieve that, you've achieved something. You've achieved 1 pound. And then once turns into 2, turns into 5, then to 10. And just baby step it. It's like anything else. Food's like an addiction. It's like a drug addiction. You have to baby step yourself out of that. And once when you start doing that, it just starts rolling. You start getting more and more strength with it as you do with anything, of any type of addiction. And I have my own cabinet at home now, and something that if I do get a hunger, I'll go look in that cabinet, and if I have something out of that, if I can't find anything, then I don't do it. I'll give it a shake. Normally, if I have a sweet craving, which is what basically put it on me, I will have just like a half a cup of a shake. That's why I always keep some in the fridge. Just pre-blend it, put it into a container, and pour it out. And that pretty much satisfies me. Even in the middle of the night, if I have a hunger thing, I'll get up and I'll have just a little bit of that shake, and I'm fine. I'll go back to bed. I just need that flavor. I mean, they're good. That's the plus to it all as well. It's good. But this has probably been the easiest thing I have done. I mean, I do bypass surgery clients that have had the super weight loss with the hair and stuff. And I actually, what I've lost, I'm right there in that same category because I have done that, but I didn't have to. And I've lost it as fast as I have. But I did start out with 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening because I had to see results. You know, I had to punch it. But then after that, I got tapered off it. But I think it surprised me though was going through the holidays, travel, and I took a picture of my suitcase with the NuChallenge packets in the top of my suitcase. Like, here we are. So, it works. I mean, there's always water available if nothing else. But now they're making the almond milk and travel. My new favorite is almond and coconut. Boy, that's good. It makes you want Charlie's, don't it? But it is a good meal replacement if you can't get to a meal. It's better than eating crap. I would not eat if I couldn't do it. You know, I'm just at that point, I want the poisons back in my body. I had a couple, I guess, meltdowns. I had one, I had to have a pack of Doritos. I'll be honest, I was out with some friends and we had drank. And Diet Coke and vanilla vodka was really good. But I had those Doritos, and after I had them, I thought, and I told my partner, I said, they really weren't that good. I think it was just the thought of it at that point. What was in your head. Because and they were so salty. But gosh, I don't ever want to go back there now. I'm pretty sure that I never will. I just want to get the other 17 off.
Give him a big round of applause. I would encourage all of you at some point to try to lift one of these bags. I did at lunch, and I don't know how he did it. It really is. In fact, maybe you're going to carry this back yourself because you need some help.
I want somebody to drag it to see what it feels like to have 40 pounds on it, even 20 pounds.
Someone pop up and just drag it. It's really incredible how you did that, Alan. Something else I want to mention, Alan, when I would go to see Alan, when I first started going to him 2 years ago, you were always sweating profusely. And I'm like,
now
well, he's talented.
I do.
Now your skin, everything about the journey that you have is just transcends everything, that your physical, your mental, but you are in the zone.
Yeah.
And it really is being about the zone, being in that mindset. And we talked a lot about that this morning. Setting your intention, having the vision, envision yourself being that size. When you were on the airplane and you needed to have that extender belt,
I was way out of the zone.
that changed it for you right there.
I want to add one more thing real quick. As far as the exercise part of this, I've got 2 dogs. We did a mile in the morning, we did a mile in the evening because they needed it as much as I needed it. And that was it. So don't think you're going to have to go out there and you've got to join the hardest core gym or do something outlandish, but you don't. Wow.
Alan, remember another factor that if you're taking the less and you're losing weight, if your animals are starting to become a little bit more obese, you can also put that on their food and that will help slow them down too.
As much as we walk together, I don't think that's going to happen. But that's
Yes, thank you.
Alan, I want to add one thing to everyone's benefit.
I never got to meet you, okay?
The check, didn't you?
I buy clothes with it. Thank you very much. I spent the biggest part of the fortune buying clothes as I came down.
That's cool. That was a great
It really helped.
to present you with that achievement and that check.
Thank you.
But what I wanted to point out, and Deanna just brought it to my mind, is talking about your complexion and your perspiration.
Yeah.
Those are impacts from too many pounds carrying around. So, we have pain relief category, we have skin category, we have weight loss category. Weight loss, hands down,
It
affects
resolves
pain
a bunch
relief.
of issues that you do have.
It affects pain relief because it'll cause your knees and joints to
Absolutely.
hurt.
They used
It
to pop
affects
and crack.
skin health, as you just pointed out.
Yeah.
So keep your focus on priorities here and where the market is, okay? You choose where you want to focus. But what a great example. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.